Hey, what's up with it? What's up with it? What's up with it? Oh, man. It's another day. It's another beautiful day, man, as we continue to sit down, drop down game, but most of all, educate our people, right? Because our people need to be educated. Because a lot of people that done got the platform, what they want to do is they want to push out a certain kind of narrative. And that narrative will be heard, and everybody will think that narrative is the way everything is. In reality, it's not. Because at the end of the day, it's all kinds of stories, man. It's all about you being able to do your research to find out the truth of these stories. And I stand on that. As I sit back and I listen to a lot of these guys speak about what they speak about, and they most of all, every state got their own way of doing things. It's called life. But one thing you can never delete is you can't delete the truth. I don't care what city you from. I don't care what state you from. Truth is the truth. Keeping it real is keeping it real. You have so many fractions of keeping it real. So this is what I want everybody to understand is, this is what I call keeping it real. If you stand on what you stand on, just keep it real with that, homie. You got guys that's con artists. They feel like they're keeping it real by conning you. You got guys that's whatever they might be. They keeping it real within themselves. That's how they feel. So before you even start speaking about I'm real and I'm keeping it real and this and that, man, first of all, you got to understand who you keeping it real. What kind of people are you keeping it real with? See, that's what separates me from a lot of people, because I don't want to keep it real with them, homie. Some people that I probably was cool with does not mean that I'm going to keep it real with them. Why should I keep it real with them? Because I grew up with them. Well, we grew up together. At the same time, we grew apart from each other. A lot of guys that I grew up with, I don't even kick it with, but we still cool and still, hey, what's up? I'm not going to put my life on the line for them guys. That's reality. I deal with people according to how they deal with me. That's just how this game goes. Now, let me give y'all some game real quick. A lot of people want to speak about this gang culture down in Texas and how we operate, because I was checking out the Brick Baby, because but Brick Baby saying it, but every time you run across a nigga from Cali, they always say it on their interviews. And I'm hoping that a lot of these niggas that's around the world can be able to sit back and pinpoint what's going on. Because my thing is this here. We never picked up gang banging because gang banging came to the city or to a state with a force. No, they never. Gang banging never came to Dallas with no force, where they was on some gangster shit. Let's stop. That's the first thing I want to delete out the equation. Let's stop that. Let's stop that right there. All right. Gang banging was a fashion that was promoted by Hollywood. Hollywood promoted that, homie. The same way they promote the drill music. The same way they promoted Scarface. Same way they promoted each era to be able to destroy our people. Now, a lot of people not going to sit back and think about this, because at the end of the day, nowadays, everybody just want to be here. I'm this, I'm that. I sit back and I watch this here, right? And I realize that everybody got their own say-so when it come down to, hey, I'm a blood, I'm a crip, I'm this, I'm that. Every state. Every state got their own rules. Every state got their own way of looking at things. Every state. Don't mean it's right, don't mean it's wrong. What it mean is, how can y'all represent something where, one, there's no unity. Two, it only defines destruction. I wanted to be destructive. I didn't get down with the gang shit because I was a good boy. I wanted to get down with this gang shit because at the end of the day, nigga, I was destructive. I was a young nigga that was about that action, and a nigga was saying, say, homie, what's up? Nigga, what? Nigga, let's make that shit happen. I was on that type of time, homie. But before a nigga started gang banging, I always remembered I had already got a body. Not only that, guess what, man? My name always been the shit for being a stand-up guy. Ever since I was a pup, I always been a stand-up guy. I never fumbled the rock, homie. I always been a stand-up guy. You heard me? So let me explain something to you, right? So when a lot of people took on this culture of gang banging, we didn't take on this culture of gang banging because we thought gang banging was gonna protect us from something. We never thought that. We just took on this culture because it was a new new thing that came about, and it was like, man, what? Man, we gonna come together and we just gonna beat up everybody. We gonna go beat up them, we gonna go do something to them, and it's only about niggas, right? See, cause a lot of time we realize that, man, I really wanna fight a lot of you guys over there, right? But I know I can't because if I go over there, man, these niggas gonna end up clicking on me. So a lot of people will join organizations so they can find a reason why they want to go over there and do something to them. And it's just keeping it real. See, I remember when I was in prison, right? The gang culture wasn't real big then. When I first went down there, when I hit prison in 95, the gang culture wasn't real big. It wasn't real big. You had niggas claiming sets, but it wasn't real big because you still had like a lot of older guys in prison. And back then you had a lot of older guys, and a lot of them older guys, they was really like down in this gang banging shit. Cause they were like, man, fuck that shit. But they was gang banging though. You hear me? They was really like, fuck that gang banging shit. And the reason why they was saying fuck that gang banging shit because you had a lot of people that was in prison, older guys that built organizations because they were locked up when the turnkeys. They were locked up when all that was going on. So them turnkeys used to beat the fuck out them niggas down in Texas, homie. Real life. So what a lot of people started doing is they started building up different organizations. They started building up organizations like Texas Bad Boys, Mandingo Warriors, Self-Defense Family. These was all organizations that individuals had started building up amongst themselves on certain units, and they let it go all about because each one of those organizations represented for black people. It was like, hey, man, y'all get with us. Man, we ain't gonna let none of this shit happen. Man, that's what it was about. So, as a lot of blacks started coming into prison, a lot of blacks was getting down with these certain organizations. Some people were coming in off the street screaming Crip, Blood, whatever, and they was getting down with those organizations, even Muslim. That was their way of being connected with the black people, but the most of all, that was their way of saying that I got somebody to ride with just in case if they do try to jump on me. I got a clique of people. That's how it is in prison. So when gang banging came, it took a lot of things for the worse. Because now you sitting around where young niggas coming in the prison system like myself, and I'm saying, I'm not getting down with no motherfucking TS. I'm not getting down with no, TB. I'm not getting down with Mandingo. I'm not getting down with none of that, nigga. I'm not no Muslim. I'm not none of that, nigga. I'm Crip. So I came in there screaming, I'm Crip. I walked through the door with some blue chucks on, blue shoestring. I'm letting it be known, nigga, I'm Crip, because my mindset is I'm coming down here on some representation type shit. So as I stepped inside the walls of that institution and I see people, and now you got niggas, you know what I'm saying, that's screaming, that's screaming this. And when I hear Ferguson was a unit that was majority Crips. Like, I don't know this, but when I hit there, the whole unit was like, the guys that was banging was majority Crips. You didn't have that many Bloods. You know what I'm saying? The Bloods that you had, like Zoe them, you know what I'm saying? Like, I respect them niggas. Them niggas was G'd up, homie. You know what I'm saying? And one thing about it is we never was caught up into like, hey man, they Bloods, yeah, let's go beat them up. Nah, it wasn't nothing like that. Now you had some guys that would, they were doing what they were doing, but the gang banging was different, homie. So our things was, over there, it was more based off of a unity. But it's also based off the city. The city shit still played a major part in all this shit. Because you had a lot of guys from Houston listen real close. I'm not saying that there was no guys from Houston that wasn't gang banging. I said that it was the majority of the guys from Houston, they wasn't with the gang banging. The majority of the guys from Houston wasn't with the gang banging. Now I'm speaking about when I hit that motherfucking early 95. It wasn't like that, homie. They was doing their thing, they was on what they on, but they wasn't on that gang banging shit. It got so bad to the point where when guys start getting down with different gangs down there from Houston, a lot of guys that was the older guys, they wasn't really feeling that shit. They was telling them nigga like, what the fuck you getting down with that shit for, my nigga? What the fuck y'all getting down with that bullshit for, my nigga? Man, you don't even know these niggas, man. Like, this is how they was operating. I'm gonna keep it real. That's how they was operating. But we was more on the level like, we young, we don't know shit. And we was representing. That's how we were doing it. We were like, man, we representing, my nigga, this what it do. Nigga, we on whatever, nigga. Ain't nobody. From this day forward, man, y'all niggas that's civilians, y'all ain't finna be jumping on these Crip niggas no more. Y'all ain't finna do none of that. I don't give a fuck. If a Crip nigga come through the door, we gon' take care of that. We gonna look at him. If we wanna look at him, we gonna look at him. We don't wanna look at him, we ain't gonna look at him. And ain't nobody else gonna look at him. So what the older guys was doing was they was saying, man, them Crip niggas, they starting to save these niggas. Because on Ferguson, you come through the door, you gotta get looked at. And my older guys, they wanna look at you. But now when this gang shit start coming about, it's different because now, if you look at this guy that's a Crip, man, you might end up having, you gotta fight 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 niggas. Now you gotta bring that shit to the forefront. You get what I'm saying? So now, that's why they was kind of upset when this gang shit hit the motherfucking unit. Because it didn't hit the unit where it was unified. It just hit the unit on some gang banging shit. My nigga, we young, my nigga. We just out here representing this shit, and we trying to do it the best way we could, homie. You know what I'm saying? Niggas putting it down. Nigga found out, say, my nigga, well, who? So now here it come where nigga be like a lot of these nigga OG niggas, yeah, a lot of them were fucking with boys. A lot of them were fucking with boys, homie. I never got caught up into that shit, homie. Never been down with that shit. But I'm going to say this shit, though, and I'm going to keep this shit above. A nigga used to be biased on that shit. Because a nigga used to look at this nigga right here that's getting down, and you cool with that nigga, though. That's your partner. And you going to ride for that nigga. But when that nigga over there getting that booty, Nigga used to be like, shit, that nigga, man, nigga got life sentence, shit. That's that nigga life. Nigga ain't tripping on that shit. Y'all do y'all thing, my nigga. To the point where when somebody else do it, a nigga used to ride down on them. Boom, 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 boom. Get him off the unit. See, that shit was biased, my nigga, and that shit still biased to this day. I gotta truly say, nigga, I was one of them niggas that was caught up with that bias ass shit. I was caught up with that bias ass shit. I was caught up with the fact that, man, that gang banging shit, this going on. Man, I was caught up in that shit, my nigga. But I never got caught up with doing none of that shit because I'm never infatuated by none that other niggas do. I always been my own motherfucking nigga, man. I always been a motherfucking leader. I always been that nigga that stood on what I stood on, my nigga. I'm not no following. When them niggas was smoking cigarettes, nigga, I don't smoke cigarettes, homie. Niggas smoking weed, nigga, I don't smoke weed. Niggas drinking, nigga, I don't drink, my nigga. I don't do none of that shit, nigga. I ain't trying to be cool with you niggas. The only thing I did to be cool and fit in was when I started gang banging, my nigga, because I just thought that this just some gangster shit. Until I woke up and realized what's really going on. See, this is just real life. I'm going to give it to you raw and uncut. See, this is shit niggas ain't going to tell you. Niggas down there only goddamn me still doing this gang banging shit because of the shit that's going on and everybody else got an organization. So therefore, that fight, the gang banging shit gonna forever go on inside those walls. It's gonna, because everybody still want to be able to come together because they want to say, man, they gonna do something to you. What they is now, man, now they ain't, cause they know we together. See, that's how that shit was. So that's why I say down there, it's gonna always have a certain kind of fraction of things that goes on down there, homie. But I know a lot of niggas that didn't gang bang and they had cool niggas and them niggas gonna squabble hard in the bitch and them niggas gonna go whatever. Them niggas gonna go all out for what they respect. And I respect those niggas, homie. So that's why I keep telling niggas, man, if you got it, nigga, you ain't gotta do no gang banging. So let's stop that. I don't give a fuck where you from. If you from California, Los Angeles, California, stay on 6th Street, you do not have to gang bang. Let's stop that narrative, homie. Let's stop that narrative. Hollywood only made gang banging hip, homie, and I keep this shit real. I keep this shit real, man. See, I gave this shit 1,000 because I just thought my mind said, man, this is what it's about, nigga. I'm finna go all in. My name ain't got no flaws on it, homie. No flaws on it. I ain't never flip-flopped. I ain't never done nothing, nigga. I represent this shit to the max, nigga. Nigga, and guess what, nigga? I always stood tall on everything I stood on. Every unit I've been on, nigga, I've been big dog. I square business. I stood on everything. And I'm about everything you about, but I'm probably about a little bit more than you, homie. Yeah. Cause when it's time to push that envelope, nigga, I push that envelope. If my partner down on another unit, on another goddamn wing somewhere, and some shit go down, that nigga know he can call my motherfucking line, nigga. I'm coming, my nigga. We gonna tear this bitch up. I'm gonna rep out for my niggas. And that's just the way it was, even though I repped out for niggas that showed me, man, them niggas were pussy, my nigga. I down there put my life on the line for niggas. To this day, I look at it and tell myself, boy, dude, you a goddamn fool. Yeah, nigga, I had a reality check, nigga, when I went to prison. A lot of niggas don't want to talk about it, but I can, homie. I put my hand on a lot of motherfucking people, my nigga, for other niggas. Not because of me, my nigga. I had so much love for niggas, man. I used to tell niggas, say, nah, nigga, chill out, nigga. I got this shit. Yeah, I used to say that, homie. I stood on that. And I mean that, homie. But as I got older and I got more mature, I started realizing what the fuck I did and how I did it and what I did was wrong. I woke up and realized that, homie. So that's the reason why that nowadays I sit back and people look at me and be like, man, you done changed. Yeah, I have changed because I seen reality. From the inside those walls, I seen reality. I know what reality look like, homie. You can't tell me nothing. I mean that. I stand on that. I'm telling you, homie. So that's why I'm not impressed when I hear a lot of people like these other bozo who be talking and trying to downgrade what goes on in Texas. A lot of you boys wouldn't even made it in Texas, homie. Trust me. Listen. Y'all can't stand up under that. Because guess what, man? You got to get out there. A lot of boys wasn't getting out there, man. You hear me? I seen a lot of these boys from that rock. A lot of these boys ain't got no shoulder work. I'm telling you. A lot of these boys some windmillers. Boom, hitting they nose, they learn how to swim. I stand on that. But what I stand on that is this here. Why fall for the okey doke? When it's all about elevation, when it's all about being able to come out here and realize that everything that we've been taught has been wrong. So why we can't educate, why we can't build our new foundation? Why the new foundation can't be built amongst our people, amongst our kind? Huh? They say we scream peace, right? If we scream peace, then why we ain't got peace? Huh? Exactly. See, it's a such thing as when you wake up and you realize, man, I don't want to be hip no more. I'm cool with that. I'm a game changer. I'm a reality guy. So everything I do, I scream from reality. And I stand on what I stand, and whoever don't like it, guess what? I look at him and smile. I'm still a big dog. Still a big dog. I just don't want to be what y'all call a big dog because it's easy for me to go out there and say, man, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. It's not hard to do that. It's not hard just to be somebody to go, nah, that's not hard. But guess what? It's hard when you want to stand up for righteousness. And I stand on that. So with that being said, man, I'm going to keep on dropping down some more jewels, but I want y'all to keep tuning in. You heard me? Now y'all tune in. Unbelievable prison stories, man. I got a lot of stories, man, but y'all make sure y'all go over there because I'm going to drop these stories, man, back to back. Let's get this thing going.